Carlmont girls varsity basketball team has made a huge comeback from the season start, leading them closer to their goal of reaching the CIF State Basketball Championships.
After the departure of 3 out of 5 starters from the previous year's team, which had an impressive 18-6 record, there emerged a significant void in scoring, defense, and most essentially, leadership that needed to be addressed. To fill this void, junior point guard Willow Ishibashi and senior center Alessandra Nelson had to step up and take a bigger role leading the team with their on-court experience.
Willow's just been awesome. She's, again, because Allie was hurt, Willow's had to pretty much take over not only the point guard position as our main distributor, but also as defending usually the other team's best player, and she's had to assume a lot more of the scoring role. So it's been difficult for her, but she's been just great. She's played in 3 tournaments and been all tournament in all 3 of those. Her scoring is up and her defense is great. Allie, now that she is back, it took her a couple games, and now last game she scored 15 points, which is her average from last year. And the biggest thing about Allie is she's a huge disruptor on defense.
The Scots preseason didn't get off to a desirable start, with the girls losing 5 of their first 7 games. One of the main reasons for this was an apparent lack of chemistry and ability to execute their complex plays.
Well, for us, because we run a fairly complicated offense and defense with numerous different types of presses, it just takes us a while to really get comfortable with it and to learn the rotations and to do our things without thinking.
Team chemistry isn't something that can be worked on directly. Rather, it comes from playing together, and as the preseason went on, the team gradually came together.
I think our biggest goals is playing as a team and having good chemistry and keeping the energy up. I think it was kind of lacking in the beginning, but Mills was definitely a good step for us. We had a lot of good energy on the bench.
As for the plays, they were drilled into the girls repeatedly day after day, and it is still something that they work on consistently. A notable thing about the team is how well-conditioned and disciplined the girls are. A part of the team's defensive identity is putting on full court pressure the entire game, never letting their opponents catch their breath.
We run a lot. We do a lot of running drills and fast-paced drills because we know that a lot of teams don't like to press the whole game, so yeah.
Despite this, they are able to execute their well-thought-out plays devised by their coach, Richard Steffens. It is common to see defenders confused while guarding the Scots offense, leaving Carlmont with wide-open shots. Carlmont has won the past 6 of 8 games. This includes an impressive comeback against Mills and a win over Half Moon Bay, 2 of the stronger teams in the PAL League, bringing their overall record to 9-8. The win over Half Moon Bay put them in 2nd place in the league.
I think both of our offense and defense was working well together, and even though we let up some rebounds and stuff, we came back and we were really aggressive against the other team.
Coming up is one of the toughest opponents they play all season, first place Menlo Atherton, and they will face off on Friday, January 16th in the quad game.
Reporting for Scots Center News, I'm Franklin Quo.